All right. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the first January Monday night team up call. I hope that you all had a wonderful holiday. And if Facebook is accurate and tells the truth, then it looked to me like everybody was having a spectacular holiday. But I don't know about you. How many of you, show of hands, are ready to get back into the saddle and get back to business? Yes, a big amen on that. So we've got so many things going on, so many exciting things going on. First of all, if you're a brand new rep and you are a newbie to these calls, I want to say welcome. We're so glad you're here and we appreciate you. And we look forward to getting to know each and every one of you better. But if you're here in Dallas, I'm going to tell you that this coming weekend, it's a big weekend for Texas. This weekend is the Dallas Summit. And I have to tell you that, you know, the leadership on Team Up, we're so proud of the Dallas Summit because it's something that we've been doing, I think, for 7 years. And now we're in this amazing partnership with the home office. So the summits are just getting better and better and better. But I'm very proud that we created the model that's being duplicated around the country for summits, and that makes me proud. So tonight I thought it was so appropriate because we've got people coming in from, we've got Ohio coming in, we've got Massachusetts coming in, we've got Alabama coming in for the summit. I thought it would be wonderful if we asked our regional director, Stephen Shapiro, who has been really, I've got to tell you, he has taken the lead on summit like I have never seen. This is actually going to be the first summit that I can sit down and enjoy summit. And so I asked Steve to be on with us tonight. Steve, I want you to talk to us about, first of all, welcome to the Team Up call.
Thank you. Great to be here.
It's so good to have you. Thanks for saying, I think you have company. Don't you have company at home?
I do, but they can do without me for a few minutes.
Okay, all right. So talk to us about why we should be excited about summit and especially Friday night.
Yeah, first of all, I just want to thank everybody for coming on tonight. And, you know, a lot of times I always think about, you know, you could be anywhere tonight, right? You could be doing anything, but you decided to spend it on the call and on Terry's call. And I always think about that because it shows the commitment that you have to each other and to your business and to Juice Plus. So that's just awesome to see everybody on this call. You know, the summit is something, as Terry mentioned, started here in Dallas for 7 years, and this partnership has been fantastic for me with the Dallas Co-op. And I hope everybody understands that this has not been my show. This has been the Dallas Co-op with me partnering completely, and we've learned a lot from each other. We learned a lot from what we did corporately last year. And as the West Regional Director, I had it was great for me because I had Huntington Beach last year. Huntington Beach was a great experience. And so I was able to bring some of those things here, but we've just expounded on it. And I think Friday night is such a cool thing because we've changed it up. And the neat thing about this summit in particular is being in January, standing alone, it's a kickoff to 2019. It really is. It's a great way. And I think the second thing is that we just made a decision on Friday night. Number one is that we wanted a doctor because that's important for us to have that IHL. And Dr. Phillips is fantastic. And he changes things up all the time. And I have to tell you, I have seen him do what he's going to do on Friday night, and you are going to love it. It's so good and so entertaining and so educational, right? Because that's what it's about. Entertaining, educational, and engagement. That's all the things you get with Dr. Phillips. But also, what we decided to do differently than we did all last year at the corporate events is we decided to put on stage people just like us, right? People involved in the business with Kelly and Ricky Prohl. Because what we want is for not only our representatives, but we want our guests to see themselves on the stage. And we want them to learn from Ricky and Kelly how you build a business, how you perhaps build it with a partnership, and what their partnership was like, and how they built it from day one and where they are now with their business. So I think that's really exciting. And they are as nice as people as you're ever going to find too. That probably thrills me more than anything is that There is genuine, when you see them on stage, that's how they are in real life. So I'm excited about that. The other great thing about Friday night is that in between Dr. Phillips and Kelly and Ricky, we'll have a networking break. But after that is our cocktail party. And you talk about an opportunity to network with people. It's a cash bar, but it's dinner, it's food. And I think it'll be open for a couple of hours. People from the home office will be there. All our presenters will be there. And of course, all of our representatives. Over 700 tickets sold already to our representatives. So it's a great place. It's a great place for your guests to get a feel for what we're about, right? Because the guests will come Friday night for free. Okay, number one. Number two, they obviously get to come to the cocktail party afterwards for free, except for the cash bar, of course. But I think the most important thing is not only will they see the community in the room during Dr. Phillips and during Kelly and Ricky's presentations, but they're also going to feel the community in the room and feel the community during the cocktail party. And I think that's really important. And so I think that's a great way to get a summit started because the guests are so important. If you haven't thought about people you want to bring with you, I hope and suggest that tomorrow morning, first thing, that you get right on that. Because there's no limit to the guests you want to bring. We want you to bring everybody and anybody who you think might be interested in the business, might be a customer of yours, might be your next door neighbor. Sometimes it's a girls' night out and somebody gets hooked. The other part of that too is that guests can come on Saturday. They can sign up and register Saturday morning to come and enjoy the agenda we have in front of them. Now, Terri, I don't know if you want me to go into the agenda real fast for Saturday. What do you think?
Yeah, if you want to go through that, let's get people excited. Sure.
Absolutely. Okay, so we'll come off Friday night. Everybody's excited. If your guests want to come back, they can register right at the front desk at 7 o'clock. Breakfast is 7 to 8 on Saturday. And just to make sure everybody understands, Friday night starts at 6 o'clock. Registration's at 2. We start at 6 with Dr. Phillips. Okay. Saturday morning is breakfast. And by the way, for the price you paid to register, it includes the cocktail party, breakfast, and lunch, plus the agenda. That's a pretty good deal. Right now, it's $125. Thank you, Abby. But even for $125, that's a heck of a deal. It's a lot less than it was last year for any of the other summits that we did. So breakfast Saturday morning at 7. Then Jay Martin will speak right off the bat at 8:15, followed by Janet Black, followed by Shannon Miller, the most decorated Olympic gymnast that we've had in the United States. Shannon Miller will be speaking at our summit. Like, that's a heck of a get for us, okay? Yeah. After Shannon Miller is Stephen Ritz. So you talk about action-packed morning. Like, that's just till 10 o'clock, okay? Like, you're thinking, oh my gosh, what's the rest of the day gonna be like, right? All right, so everybody who was at conference remembers Ryan, the DJ, who came on stage and danced and all of that. He's gonna be there. Yes, he's going to be there. So, the title of this is Move Your Body, Move Your Business. Well, you're going to be moving your body. Okay, so when you come back from breaks, you're going to be moving your body. Okay, so we want to keep the energy going in the room. And then it's a really cool block of time from about 10:30 to about 12:15 at lunch. We have our own Jen Grubb, who is going to take us through social media. And a presentation, she calls You Do You. It's sort of how to be successful and impactful using social media, from Instagram to Facebook, when she does it, how she does it, how she runs her business, how she uses it to move her business forward. And then Courtney Curry, and her story is incredible. I mean, I know all of you probably know it, but first of all, I didn't know that Courtney and Jen went to the same high school. I had no idea, okay? Same high school, didn't run the same circles, but have reconnected. And Courtney's story is one of perseverance and going through so much in her life, coming out the other end and continuing to build her business. And I think it's going to be wonderful for people to hear that. And then the final part of the morning, this is all in the morning, folks, okay? The final part of the morning, now we could have had a millennial panel, we could have had a 100 Club panel, right? Because we know that, we have the people to do that. But we started thinking about it, the co-op and I, and we started thinking, what we need? We need a building business panel. We need people to hear how you build a business in all sorts of ways. You know, for what your DMO should look like, customer acquisition, distributor acquisition, right? All things like that. So how do you promote events, right? How do you get butts in the seats at your event? Right? How do you get them invited to your home and to enjoy it? What kind of diverse events do you have? All things like that. So, and customer care as well. So we have our building business panel is Ali Schneider, Leanne Harris, Jamie Cantrell, Nicole Fletcher, and your own Terri Luongo. Like, does it get better than that, right? That is power. So think about that block of time is like, this is our building business time, right? This is Courtney, and this is Jen, and this is our building business panel. And then we go to lunch, right? You get to network some more. And then after lunch, we come back, and throughout the day, we're going to have drawings from stuff from JP Promotions, who will be there as well, you know, from your water bottles, all that kind of stuff, all the way up to airline tickets to conference, hotel to conference. Yes. Look at the faces here. Oh, there's screaming going on. So all of that is going to be happening, okay? And money, like money is being given out, okay? I wanted to give away a car, but they told me to calm down. So maybe next time.
Okay.
So then we'll move our body a little more after lunch. And then a really cool thing we're going to do is Zane Grothy. You may not know him now, but Zane is an Olympic swimming hopeful for 2020 in Tokyo. And he's been on Juice Plus for 15 years for his family. And Zane is coming to speak along with his sister, Alexis, who's a representative with us in a small town called Inez, Texas. And Alexis has made SSC in 4 months. And she is moving it with all young moms. Imagine, she goes in a tiny little town, and she is growing her business. And so they're going to talk about how they grew up on Juice Plus, what it's meant to them product-wise, but now how she's turned it into a business and how she does that. And again, I think it's a great way for us to sort of show people that this is about health and about wealth at the same time, right? Then we'll have some more drawings, probably the big drawings right there at the end, okay? We'll do a little closing, but that's not the final close. Because for the final close is Jeff Olson, who's coming in town to inspire and to motivate. And what I promise you is this: you will walk away, okay, you will walk away from this summit with many things you can incorporate into your business. What I will ask you to do, and I'll tell you this now, and you'll hear me say it from the stage, that I want you to make sure that because you're going to be taking notes. I know all of you, you're going to take notes for 2 days. You're going to have like 13 pages of notes, right? You'll probably pretty much write down what anybody says. And then sometimes what happens is it goes on the shelf and we never look at it again. I've done it. We've all done it. But what I want you to do when you get home or on the way home in the car, or not while you're driving, but on the way home, is I want you to highlight 2 or 3 things that you know you could implement the next day into your business that are really easy, that could change your business, right, incrementally. And once you do those 2 or 3 things and you feel like you've mastered them, then you attack the next 2 or 3 things. Everybody with me on that?
Yeah.
Because it's really important that you have a good time. Believe me, I'm going to have a great time. Okay? I want you to have a great time, but I also want you to be educated. So when you get to Monday morning, you're like, I feel so much different about my business now. I know I can do things differently. I know I can bring a new team in. I know what to do with my new team. I know how to get people to their HLP quickly. Like, all these things are going to go through your head, but I want to make sure you're able to do them. So as you can tell, like, we have a great program scheduled, and I think the people that you bring Friday night, the guests that you bring, they may think to themselves, you know what, I like this community, and what's it going to hurt me to come tomorrow? I want to find out more about this company. These are really wonderful people. And so, Terri, I saw the promotion you put together for your team. That was awesome. And yeah, guys, are you going to talk about it tonight?
Yeah, but you do it right now. Seats in.
It's okay. I'm gonna call it up because I don't want to get it wrong. Hold on. I'm gonna get.
Okay, pull it up. You talk about it, because I shared it with Steve because it's so much fun.
Okay, so Terri has set this up. She's asking you, who are you bringing to Summit Friday night? The person with the most seats, and that means guests, right, wins a $100 Amazon gift card. $100 Amazon gift card. Take a picture with you and your guest on Friday night. January 11th, and post it to the Team Up page to win. You'll see it on the Voxer. Terry's going to send it out, I'm sure. But I think that's just so good. Like, just for bringing friends and customers, you can win a gift card to Amazon for $100. Like, that's a pretty good deal. So think about it. If every person here brought at least one guest, how good would that be, right?
Wow.
Like, there's 49 participants. So taking me and Terry out of the equation, well, Terry's too. So taking me out of it. Well, actually, I'm bringing my wife, so I could be part of this. All right. So
hey,
right?
because Steve is part of it, he's going to contribute an extra 100.
We'll see about that. But the point is that, you know what? I will do that. I will do that. How about that? $200 to the person who does it. I will do that. What the heck? I want to see you bring guests. Now you have to win, right? $200 is a lot. So think about it. If everybody here brought at least one, that's 49 more people. That's a lot more people, right? The energy in that room will be ridiculous. We'll blow the roof off of it. So look, it's going to be a great time. I probably don't have to sell it to the people on this call. What you do have to do is talk to your customers and talk to your friends and talk to those people that, you know, you've wanted to be part of the business with you, and say, why don't you just come Friday night? We'll have a girls' night out or a guys' night out, whatever. And let's have some fun. It's a couple of hours, great speakers, cocktail party at the Renaissance Hotel. You can't beat that.
Can't beat that. So
again, Terri, thanks so much for having me on this call, and the $100 from me as well. And we're gonna get this done. We're gonna have a great time Friday and Saturday. We'll probably collapse Saturday around 4 o'clock, but it'll be awesome. And there's so many familiar names on this call. I just love it. So until I see you guys again, thank you so much for having me, and I'll see everybody on Friday night.
Steve, thanks so much. Would you come back again in the future? Love having you on the call.
Anytime you ask, I'll be here for you.
Thank you so much. All right, go enjoy your company. Thanks so much. Oh my gosh. All right, now it's a $200 incentive. How cool is that? That is so much fun. All right, I'm looking at the clock. All right, that was, I mean, does he have energy or what? I have to exhale. Okay, all right. This is the first call of 2019, and I know that you all had a great holiday. And I know that many of you have been sitting and journaling and thinking about what you want 2019 to look like for you. And I spend a lot of time with my mastermind group, and one of the people I mastermind with is Don Rathman. And one of the things that Don Rathman, you know, when I tell you she's 100 club, that's almost an insult, because she's probably 300, 400 clubs. She's a member of the, she won the Founders Award. She has a business mind like you can't imagine. And she says that to be successful in this business, you have to have your heart set, your mindset, and activate your skill set. Heart set, mindset, skill set. And so I thought that, like, you know, in the next 10 minutes, because I want to have time, because I've got to do the drawing for the Santa Baby contest, is when I ask you heart set, what does it mean to have a heart set for the Juice Plus business? Does anybody want to unmute themselves and tell me what you feel? What do you feel that means, a heart set for Juice Plus? Anybody want to share?
I think the heart set, almost everybody becomes a distributor because they have the heart set. Juice Plus makes sense, and they want to help other people. And I think that the other two of the mindset and the skill set are the challenge, because when someone's new, they really want to help other people, but they kind of stub their toes a few times in terms of communicating that and not coming across as a salesperson, or not coming across as less than having that heart set. And I think that's where the skill set comes in.
Yeah, you know, Jen, that is so true. And I think, you know, we come into this business and we're givers. Are we not givers? Mm-hmm. I mean, we're all givers, and we want people to be healthy, and we want people to come to team, and we want people to do well. But over the holidays, what I was looking at is that dynamic law of giving and receiving. And I truly believe that it's just as important, just as right, maybe just as divine to receive as much as it is to give. And what I've been studying lately is that if we're all giving, and our hearts are not open to receiving, guess what happens? We plug the drain. Because there has to be this flow of giving and receiving. And so to me, that's the real heart set. When you master giving and receiving, I think then the floodgates for your life and your business open up. So thank you for that, Jen. Now, so that's heart set. What about mindset? Anybody else want to share on the mindset of expanding? What needs to happen there? What does that look like or feel like for you? What does that mean? Develop your mindset.
How can you keep it to yourself?
Well, that goes back to heart set, Judy.
Yeah.
That goes back to heart set. That's the heart set. The mindset flips into your beliefs. It's exactly what Jen just mentioned, your beliefs. The belief about the product, the company, the industry, and then your self-worth. You know, there's that, and that's why Summit is so important. How do you develop the mindset to help you move your business forward? You take really good care of what goes in and out of here. Okay? You know, what are you watching on television? What are you reading? Who are you hanging with? You know, we become the sum total of the 5 people that we spend the most time with. Who are you spending the most time with? Okay, so it's so important. So there's heart set, mindset, skill set. All right, I've been saying it for years and it's not an original thought. Sharon Rankin 25 years ago said, you need to develop new skills and new habits, new skills and new habits. She told me that for 5 years. Terri, new skills and new habits, new skills and new habits. So let me ask you, knowing that you have to develop some new skills, does anybody want to volunteer? What skill would you like to develop in 2019? Think about the skills that it takes to be successful in this business. Does anybody want to volunteer?
I'll jump in.
Go ahead.
I want to develop the skill of creating curiosity in everyone that I have a conversation with.
And how do you think you would do that, Jen?
I'm working on it. Sharing pieces of our life for sure, but I think that asking questions of them is the only way to really do it.
That's it. And my favorite question is, tell me more about that. You start saying that to people, tell me more about that. Oh my gosh, tell me more about that. You're curious, they will open up because people need and want to be heard. That is a great skill set. Anybody else have another skill set that they might volunteer that they would like to share? I'm going to go to Jamie Cantrell because I know Jamie's been working on this. Anybody else got something they want to offer before I go to Jamie?
Yeah, this is Sue.
Yes, Sue, go ahead.
My video's not working, but I guess skill set wise, I think that I have a long ways to go on learning how, you know, I hear we talk about duplicity, duplicating ourselves, learning how to build team, and you know, just trying to get the enthusiasm across to other people for how wonderful this business is. We have a great product, but how do we, you know, my skill set that I want to build is how do I do a better job of sharing with other people just what a great opportunity this is.
Oh, that's sweet. All right, knowing that, Jamie Cantrell, how would you like to piggyback on that skill set?
Well, I think one of the greatest skill sets that all of us on this Zoom could start with is recognizing that this is in fact a business. And sometimes we look at it, you know, as a part-time or as a hobby or as a no time. But number one, the biggest skill set is recognizing that this is in fact a business. And to me, there's 3 doors, 3 areas that we all have to recognize. And I'll be quick. First is, this is a marketing business and a promotion business. So you analyze your skills there. Are you good on social media? What other venues are you using? Are you emailing? Are you blogging? Are you texting? You know, what does that look like? The second door is sales and recruiting. You are a salesperson and you are a recruiter. What skills do you need in those departments? To me, it's about owning your business story and your product story. It's about having a system, a customer relationship management system in place. Some people use TeamZ, but in order to really maximize your sales process, you have to have a system in place. And finally, the third door is customer experience. Is what is your sales process? What's the customer's journey look like? And that's where the art of conversation, I believe, comes into play.
So, my friends, these are some of the avenues that we're going to venture down in 2019. Also, so thank you, Jamie. Thank you for that. Sue, thank you for being brave enough to share, and Judy and Jen. I want the Monday night call to become conversational, okay? I also want it to be the home for new reps. There's a skill set. The skill set of inviting your new reps, so this will be their home every Monday night, okay? And we're gonna expand, we'll create some things all around that for the new rep, but there's a skill set right there, getting your new reps on the Monday night call. All right, so we're gonna be walking down some different streets in 2019. Next Monday night, I've invited Jen Grubb, who will be sharing at Summit, to give us her program, her Summit program right here, okay? And so before we go, how many of you are aware that we had a Santa Baby contest that's been going on since October for reps that hit double digits, okay, for September, October, November, and I extended it into December. I mean, some of you knocked it out of the park. This bowl is filled with itty bitty little pieces of paper with names on it. Some of you are in here. Well, there was a rep that was every single month had double digit customers, and that is Yvette Oxford under the Judy Strickler organization. And I'm thinking I'm going to have Yvette on the call some night to tell us what in the word is she doing. But the NMD group that had the most significant new customers and reps doing double digits come out of the Judy Strickler organization. I have to tell you, Paul or Culbreath, I mean, every time I turned around, it was another Tammy, Michelle Malloy, all of these reps, double digits, double digits, double digits. All right, so as you can see, I don't know if you can see, but I have been mixing this up for 3 days, okay? And so the winner of the $250, that's a lot of money. I mean, the winner of the $250 Santa cash giveaway is, let me see, this is folded 3 times over, Rachel Barkley from the Holly Morris organization. Oh my gosh, this is so much fun. All right, Rachel, I don't know if you guys can see that. Rachel Barkley. Rachel, checks in the mail, baby. Oh, I'll give it to you at Summit. How's that? All right, guys, let's make a difference in 2019. Let's make a difference for the people that you know and love. But I want each and every one of you to rise up and achieve your goals, your dreams, your wants, your desires. Okay, I'm here to serve. Peace and blessings. See you at Summit. If not, Monday night, back here in the house. Good night, everybody.